The boy who defeated a tyrant, the story of Umar ibn al-Khattab. A night in Medina, the city of Medina was silent. The people were asleep, but one man was awake. He was not a king sitting in a palace. He was not surrounded by guards. He was walking alone. That man was Umar ibn al-Khattab, the leader of a vast empire. But that night he was not acting like a ruler. He was acting like a servant of his people. A cry in the darkness as he walked through the dark streets. He heard something, a child crying, then another. He followed the sound. There, in the distance, was a weak fire and a tired mother. Her children were crying from hunger. A pot was boiling. But inside, there was nothing, just water. She was trying to make them believe food was coming, so they would sleep without crying. Words that shook a leader. Umar stepped closer and asked, "Why are your children crying?" The mother replied, without knowing who he was, "They are hungry. And what is in the pot? Nothing. I am only keeping them busy until they fall asleep." Then she said something powerful. "Allah will judge Umar for what has happened to us." Umar froze, not because he was angry, but because he was afraid. The caliph who carried food, he rushed back to the treasury. He filled a sack with flour and food. His companion said, "Let me carry it for you." Umar replied, "Will you carry my sins on the day of judgment?" And he carried it himself. The leader who cooked, he returned. He lit the fire. He cooked the food. He served the children with his own hands. And he did not leave until he saw them smile, until he saw them laugh. The lesson that changed history that night: no one knew the man cooking food was the ruler of one of the greatest empires in history. But that is what made him great. Not power, not wealth, but responsibility. Why this story matters: this story teaches us. Leadership is service. Power is responsibility. True greatness is humility, and most importantly, Allah sees what people ignore. YouTube CTA, if this story touched your heart, support more Islamic stories like this. Like, comment, Umar, subscribe, because these are not just stories. They are lessons for life.